want to point out that these supplements were not chosen arbitrarily. I do visit a naturopath doctor who actually draws my blood and finds the areas that I am deficient in, prescribes the supplements that I need from there. I do take the time to select supplements that are NSF, which means that they are clean for sport. I'm lowering the risk of taking any supplements that may be contaminated with banned substances. If you'd like me to talk more about that, I can definitely do another video about that, but that is something that as a professional, as a collegiate, as a young athlete, if you are taking supplements, you should definitely be versed in the fact that supplements are not regulated by the FDA, so you do have to do your research on the kinds of supplements that you take. Garden of Life is actually a company that most of their products are NSF and they are a USATF sponsor, so they're trusted brands for me and the reason why I use them. Hey guys, don't mind my crooked camera. I need to get a new tripod. But anyway, it is a Friday morning. I'm not sure when this is going up, but I'm gonna just say it's a Friday morning. I am a couple weeks into my non-activity since we decided that I'm gonna take a step back from track and get healthy. First, my agent and I had a conversation like, listen, what kind of pain are you in? What kind of shape are you in? First and foremost, as much as I want to compete, I don't want to go out there and not compete to the level that I know that I'm capable of competing at, or just the standard that I have for myself. I already didn't have a great indoor season. I was definitely looking forward to having a better outdoor season, but things just didn't happen that way. So agent and I had a conversation, coach and I had a conversation. We made the decision to go get a second opinion, which you saw last week. If you haven't already seen that, I'll put that down below for you to go check out my follow-up appointment with Dr. Carey out in St. Vincent in Indianapolis. And we decided that we're gonna go forward with some stem cell and more PRP treatment, which then means that I have to stay off my knee. So I can't do any running, I can't do any weight bearing activities. But until then, I don't want to get like crazy out of shape. Even when I was training, my training was pretty modified. I was like, okay, I need to watch what I'm eating because I'm not training. I mean, I'm always watching what I'm eating, but I particularly need to watch what I'm eating because I'm not training the way that I would normally be training. I wouldn't be burning the calories in an effort to not punish myself, but not put myself so much in the hole for when I do come back from, you know, rehab, recovery, and get into the fall training. I am making an extra effort to, number one, get healthy. So this video will be some of my rehab exercises, what I can do, which is basically just core exercises since that's non-weight bearing, but also the things that I'll be doing dietary wise to sort of, you know, avoid putting on extra weight, avoid getting soft. You know, I have a very developed and toned upper body, but I can put on some size really easily or just kind of soften up if I'm not paying attention to the things that I eat. For recovery purposes, I want to be in as best of shape as possible because the better shape you are, the better the recovery process is for you. I don't want to start having to lose weight and then get into my training cycle. Like, I want to be just ready to go. Let's get ready for 19. I've been getting tons and tons and tons and tons of requests on how do I eat, how do I train, and I wanted to do it in a more meaningful way, a more thoughtful way. Like, I didn't want to just do a video where it's like, okay, here, this is what I eat. If you've been here for as long as we've been here, you know that I do that from time to time. But if you haven't been here and you're a newbie, go ahead and check out some old videos, subscribe while you're here, and hit that little bell for some notifications. I start my morning off with my smoothie, which I'm already finished. Even if I am training, I don't really have a big appetite in the morning, so I usually just do like oatmeal, or if I wake up too late and I'm like on my way to the gym, I'll just make a smoothie like I did. But because my activity level is low, a smoothie is good enough for me. Another thing that I've done intentionally is I've cut back on meat. Fun fact about me, bacon is my weakness. So bacon is the sole reason why I probably will never be able to give up meat. Some people are gonna be in my comments talking about how gross bacon is, how gross the pig is, how can you eat that? It's not gonna deter me. I love bacon, I love pork. I have cut back tremendously on meat. So that's chicken, beef, pork, duck, lamb. So I eat mainly fish. If I do have some meat, it's because I've gone out to eat. I just feel like having some. But for the most part, I do fish. I do have my meals prepared, so my chef knows just fish. Then it's high veggies, a little bit of carbs, not too much. I don't believe in cutting out entire food groups, although I am trying to cut out dairy. That's another conversation. I left out one part, water. I did it a couple years ago where I would do a gallon a day. When they say abs are made in the kitchen, it's really not a lie. I can do abs till I'm blue in the face and I feel like my stomach is just flat. But when I'm hydrated, that's when my abs are popping the most. You know, drinking tons of water is good for many reasons. It's good for your skin. It's good for, you know, activity levels. Here in Texas, it's hot as hell, so you need to put that fluid back in your body. Good detox. If you don't like drinking water, something that I do sometimes, I put some fruit in there, mint and lime. Let's stop rambling. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm gonna be doing. Don't mind the mess in my house. You guys know I'm in the process of moving, so I'm gonna just let my house go. Done my rehab for the morning. I had breakfast, I had my cup of coffee. I'm now getting dressed to go run my errands for the day, or I've gotten dressed. This is the most, yeah, kind of off topic. I'm laying my edges. But anyway, so it's lunchtime, so I'm going to prepare my lunch for the day. So my lunch is prepared by Chef Gil. He's a local chef here in Austin. He prepares meals for lots of athletes, actually. So that looks like some kale, looks like some salmon, and some rice, of course. So I'm gonna pop this in the microwave. While that is in the microwave, this is my weakness. I don't always buy fresh fruit, so this is frozen pineapple and mangoes that I've let thaw out, and you see it's got a little seasoning on it. I kind of snack on this throughout the day. Tahini isn't really all that healthy, but it's in my Caribbean blood. If I didn't do the tahini, I would probably still put salt on my pineapple. I know, not great habits, but I drink enough water that it's okay. I'm gonna have this after I finish my salmon and rice, kind of like a dessert snack. This is half a gallon, and I have some limes and mint leaves in there, so I'm late getting started, but I'll still get it in for the day. I just realized I'm giving y'all a show. I don't do anything special when I eat besides my best friend Marcus is texting me. My best friend is also on the board of my foundation, so we're handling some business, but I also check the shade room while I'm eating. I love the shade room. And note to you guys, don't just look at the post, go look at the comments. That's where the hilarity is. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I know what kind of seasoning he uses, but veggies, rice, salmon, and it all tastes good. Well, dessert doesn't taste like I put enough seasoning on it. One thing I do is I try to cut out as much sugar as possible. So I try to get most of my sugar from fruits. I use stevia to sweeten my coffee. If I do use any cream, it's almond milk. I like my coffee the way I like my man. And if you know my man. Another place that sugar comes from heavily is juice. I don't drink juice. I only drink water, sparkling water, coffee, and tea. So that for me largely cuts out sugar, number one, but then it also cuts out calories. A lot of these drinks can be like 200 calories, and then they're packed with sugar. So, you know, just drinking the water. And if you get tired of drinking just plain water, put your favorite fruit in there, infuse it, and it's refreshing. But yeah, if I do drink juice, I drink like fresh pressed. That way I avoid sugar, like I said, added sugar, because fruits naturally have sugar in them, but I avoid added sugar, any preservatives, any of that extra stuff that you really just don't need in your body. And then also doing frozen fruit, the shelf life for frozen fruit is just better than buying fresh fruit. So I try to buy organic fruit that has been frozen. I can keep them in my freezer for a couple weeks at a time, and I slowly go through them. All right, it's dinner time. Another Chef Gil meal. It's kind of been a long day. I kind of forgot to eat, but some more salmon and broccoli, and I'm gonna have a glass of wine with dinner. Yeah, I don't know, I just found this at the grocery store. I haven't quite finished my gallon, but I will before I go to bed. It's now 7:19. That was the day of meals today.